Hello students, in today's video we are going to solve another problem of 15 marks. So let us go through the problem. Ram Limited and Shyam Limited have agreed to amalgamate their business by forming a new company called Ram Shyam Limited with an authorized capital of Rs 25 lakhs divided into 2,50,000 shares of Rs 10 each. So there are two companies, Ram Limited and Shyam Limited, who are forming a new company called Ram Shyam Limited. And this company will have an authorized capital of 25 lakhs. Now let us look at the information given in the balance sheets of the company. So share capital, shares of Rs 10 each for both the companies. 10 lakhs and 5 lakhs is their share capital. Next they have is reserves and surplus. So general reserves is 2,90,000 for Ram Limited and 1,75,000 for Shyam Limited. Profit and loss account, that means surplus, for Ram Limited is 1,10,000 and for Shyam Limited it is 75,000. Total of this is shown in the balance sheet. Next is current liabilities, in that trade payables. So trade payables are given only for Shyam Limited. So creditors of Shyam Limited are 47,500 and the bills payable are 2,500. Total is shown in the balance sheet. Next is assets, non-current assets, in that they have tangible assets. Tangible assets, buildings, 5 lakhs for Ram Limited, 2,50,000 for Shyam Limited. Machinery, 3 lakhs and 1,95,000. So this total is shown in the balance sheet. Next, intangible assets, in that goodwill, 2,25,000 and 60,000. Next, stock, 1,30,000 and 90,000. Debtors, 2,10,000 and 1,75,000. Cash, 35,000 and 30,000. Calculate purchase consideration payable and draw amalgamated balance sheet. So first we have to calculate purchase consideration. So which method of purchase consideration should we use to calculate purchase consideration? It depends upon the information that is given in the problem. So according to the problem, only information regarding assets and liabilities is available. So we will make use of net assets method to calculate purchase consideration. So in that method we take assets taken over minus the liabilities. So all these assets will be taken and from that outside liabilities, that is trade payables, will be minus to calculate purchase consideration. So let us start with the calculations of purchase consideration. So first is assets taken over, in that goodwill. So goodwill for Ram Limited is 2,25,000 and for Shyam Limited it is 60,000. So let us take it here. Goodwill 2,25,000 and for Shyam Limited 60,000. Next, buildings, here 5 lakhs and 2,50,000. So let us take it here. 5 lakhs and 2,50,000. Next, machinery, 3 lakhs and 1,75,000. Next is stock, 1,30,000 and 90,000. Debtors, 2,10,000 and 1,75,000. Cash, 35,000 and 30,000. Okay, so we have taken all the assets. So let us make the total of the asset side. So first we will make the total of Ram Limited. So that will be 14 lakhs. Okay, then the total of Shyam Limited will be 8 lakhs. Okay. From this assets, we have to minus outside liabilities. Now, outside liabilities are trade payables, which are given only for Shyam Limited. So, first we will take creditors. For Ram Limited, just put a dash, and here we will take 47,500. Similarly, bills payable is 2,500. Ram Limited dash, and for Shyam Limited 2,500. Then next step is to compute the purchase consideration. From the assets you have to minus liabilities. So here there are no liabilities. So the purchase consideration for Ram Limited will be 14 lakhs. And for Shyam Limited, from 8 lakhs you have to minus 47,500 and 2,500. That will be 7,50,000. So this is how you calculate purchase consideration. Next step that we are going to do is we are going to calculate number of equity shares. Where is this required? It is required while we are preparing the balance sheet. Okay. So here is the formula for calculating number of shares. You have to take purchase price and then divide it with the face value of the shares. So purchase price is the purchase consideration which we have calculated just now. Face value of the shares is given here in the authorized capital. Face value is 10 each. So let us calculate the number of shares for Ram Limited. 14 lakhs divided by 10, that will be 1,40,000. For Shyam Limited, 7,50,000 divided by 10, that will be 75,000 shares. So we are done with the calculation of number of shares. Next step is to prepare the balance sheet. So we have to prepare a format of balance sheet like this. We will start with the share capital, note number 1. Under share capital, first we will show the authorized capital. Now where is this authorized capital? It is given in the first para of the problem. Here you can see. Ram Limited and Shyam Limited have agreed to amalgamate their business by forming a new company called Ram Shyam Limited with an authorized capital of 25 lakhs divided into 2,50,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So this is the authorized capital, 25 lakhs, which is divided into 2,50,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So same we will show it in the note. First authorized capital, so 2,50,000 shares of rupees 10 each, 25 lakhs. Now this will not be shown in the balance sheet. In the balance sheet we will show only the paid up capital. Now what is the paid up capital? Paid up capital is nothing but the shares which are issued to both these companies. So we have to make a total of this 1,40,000 shares plus 75,000 shares. So total we have to make. We will write it here. Paid up capital 1,40,000 shares plus 75,000 shares. That will be 2,15,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So the paid up capital will be 21,50,000. So this will be shown in the balance sheet here. Share capital, note number 1, amount is 21,50,000. Next is reserves and surplus. So we have to pass a special note regarding reserves and surplus. We take the purchase price of the company and we have to compare it with the paid up capital of the transferor company. So first we will take purchase price. Now purchase price is nothing but the purchase consideration that we have calculated. So for Ram Limited, the purchase consideration is 14 lakhs and for Shyam Limited, it is 7,50,000. So we will take it here in the note. 14 lakhs and 7,50,000 less paid up capital. Now paid up capital will be given in the problem. Here, shares of rupees 10 each, 10 lakhs and 5 lakhs. So 10 lakhs for Ram Limited and 5 lakhs for Shyam Limited. Let us take it here. 10 lakhs and 5 lakhs. Okay. So now we have to find out the difference. You have to compare the purchase price with the paid up capital. Now for Ram Limited, purchase price is 14 lakhs and the paid up capital is 10 lakhs. So here the purchase price paid is more than the paid up capital. So it is capital loss. Why loss? Because purchase price is more than the paid up capital. So there is capital loss of 4 lakh rupees. Okay. Now similarly we will calculate for Shyam Limited. Purchase price is 7,50,000 and the paid up capital is 5 lakhs. So the difference is 2,50,000. Again it will be a capital loss. Why loss? Because purchase price is more than the paid up capital. So loss of 2,50,000 we will write. Okay. So now this capital loss can be adjusted against the reserves and surplus of these companies. So let us look at the problem if any reserves and surplus are given. So here you can see general reserve for Ram Limited is 2,90,000 and for Shyam Limited it is 1,75,000. So let us take it here. General reserve 2,90,000 and 1,75,000. Okay. Next we will take profit and loss, that is surplus of the companies. So surplus is 1,10,000 and 75,000. Okay, so let's find out the difference. So 2,90,000, 4 lakh loss minus 2,90,000 and 1,10,000. That will be nil. Okay, and for this company 2,50,000 minus 1,75,000 and 75,000. So here also it will be nil. So the amount of reserves and surplus that will be shown in the balance sheet will be nil. Now let us look at the next point in the balance sheet, that is current liabilities, in that trade payables. So let us look at the trade payables given in the problem. Now creditors for Ram Limited it is 0 plus for Shyam Limited it is 47,500. So we will take it here. Trade payables, creditors 0 plus 47,500, total 47,500 in the outer column. Then bills payable, here you can see 0 and 2,500. So same we will take it here. Total 50,000. This will be shown in the balance sheet here. 50,000. Okay. Next is the asset side. Now in assets we have tangible assets. So let us look at the assets that are given. Tangible assets, buildings 5 lakhs for Ram Limited and 2,50,000 for Shyam Limited. So let us take it here. Buildings 5 lakhs plus 2,50,000. So total 7,50,000. Okay. Next is machinery. So machinery is 3 lakhs and 1,95,000. So let us take it here. Total 4,95,000. So total of the assets will be 12,45,000. This will be shown here in the balance sheet, 12,45,000. Next is intangible assets, that is goodwill. So let us look at the goodwill that is given in the problem. 2,25,000 plus 60,000. So that will be 2,85,000. Next, current assets, in that inventories, stock. What is the stock given in the problem? 1,30,000 and 90,000. 2,20,000. Next, debtors, 2,10,000 plus 1,75,000. That will be 3,85,000. Last is cash, 35,000 and 30,000, total 65,000. So we have taken all the items. Now let's make the total. So total of liability side, 21 lakh plus 50,000, 22 lakhs. Okay. Then of the asset side will be also the same, 22 lakhs. I hope you have understood the problem. Okay. With this, I conclude for today. Thank you.